Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanbiya and you are watching Growing in Grace with me, your host Joanbiya. Okay y'all, so I hope you all had a great Sunday. Today is Sunday right now. I hope you all had a great week and last couple of weeks. Today, as you see from the title, we are going to be talking about letting go of things that are no longer serving us, letting go of things that we thought God told us to do that He didn't, and we just still trying to make it fit. Just letting go of stuff that like puzzle pieces don't fit, like letting go of things that we thought was for us, but it really wasn't. So if you all want to stay tuned to this video, please do. Thank you all for listening on Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts, and thank you all for listening on YouTube and watching on YouTube as well. And if you all hear anything in the background, it's just my daughter in her room watching and playing around. But anyways, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That would really help me so much to continue to make videos. So today we are going to be coming out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. And it reads, this is KJV, by the way, and it reads, "There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand." And another version, it says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." So going back to our car situation, like if y'all watched my Waiting Well podcast video, I talked about staying in the traffic because it's going to be faster staying in the traffic than getting off and trying to beat the traffic type of thing. Like sometimes you got to stay in the battle, to see the goodness of the Lord on the other side. But today we're going to use that same situation and flip it. Because recently, the traffic on the road has been more. I don't know if it's wrecks or what's going on, but let's flip this around. So I wanted to talk about letting go of things that are not for you, because I struggle with this so much. Because it's like I want to do what you want me to do, God. I want to do everything that you told me to do. I want to do everything. I want to do this podcast. I want to do everything. Like I want to do everything that you tell me to do. Anything that's possible, I'm going to do it. And because I'm like, I want to prove myself to God. Like, oh, I can do this, God. Let me do it. But it's like, it be making me confused. Like, why are you telling me not to do something that's good, So that brings me to today's topic. Letting go of what you thought was for you, but it ended up being not for you, which is crazy to me, because the stuff that we be trying to do sometimes, like as Christians, is stuff that God wanted to do, like what you would think God wants you to do. Like, okay, speak to this person, do this, do that. But sometimes it's like He's calling you to rest in His presence. He's calling you to stay in His presence. He's calling you to get your personal relationship with Him up. He's calling you to seek Him. Seek first the kingdom. Seek Him. The other stuff will come. It's like sometimes He's telling you, let me fill you up. Let me fill your cup, because you're trying to already fill other people's cup without you being filled. They supposed to get filled with your overflow, not you literally running dry. So, like the scripture says, many are the plans of a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So no matter how much we try to do whatever He calls us to do, pray, preach, prayer and stuff, stuff that you think that you want to spread to the community and stuff. If you feel like no peace at all, that's how you know it's not of God. It's not the right time, at least. Like the good thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing, So if that makes sense, did that make sense? I don't know. But anyways, y'all. Like it says, there are many devices in a man's heart. We have so many ideas. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. The counsel of the Lord. Like, God is wise. So He knows that you cannot have this thing, or you cannot speak to these people the way that He wants you to speak to them without you running dry, without you not having enough to sustain you, without you having enough to take care of your own family, you know, because it's like we want to do stuff and feed the feed the sheep, but like you are the sheep right now. So it's like, calm down, you are the sheep, calm down, you need to be filled too. Like, nobody has enough in them for them to just be feeling, and then not get filled at all. Like, you need to be filled too. Especially God. I feel like God is going to call me to something bigger in life. So it's like I need to get fed right now so that I'll be prepared for what He's calling me to. So then I won't be like, so I can learn now, get the feeling that I need now. So when I go out into this world, I won't be discouraged, and I won't be like, giving up because it's like, oh my goodness, this is so hard. It's like, be careful what you ask for, be careful what you ask for. So that's why I just feel like God is calling me to something big, because it's like I should not have to be waiting this long. Okay, I shouldn't be having to wait this long. I'm ready. But obviously He sees that your spirit is not ready. He has not said it is time yet. His time is better. God's timing is better than our timing. Way better, because with His timing comes peace, grace, and the will to do it. You won't be bogged down. You won't be, what's the word, you won't be like drained of all of your energy trying to do this one thing. Like me with this podcast, I haven't posted in weeks because I'm just contemplating, like, dang God, should I do it, should I not do it, am I doing too much, am I doing it too early, should I not, should I wait to do it, should I get more feel before I start saying words, because I don't want to just say what I know about the Bible. I want to actually be led by the Holy Spirit to speak. I don't want to just be speaking just because I know the Bible, just because I know enough of the Bible. I want to be able to speak with wisdom and authority. I want to be able to speak with the Holy Spirit tell me to speak, So I'm just learning that we should wait on the Lord, wait to see what He says, what time it is, wait until He says the time is now, wait until He says now, okay? Because it's like we always can have that now faith. Everybody's like, now faith, now faith. But sometimes God is telling you to have faith enough to not do anything and just watch Him work. Like, don't do what God is doing. God is working in the background, but you trying to do the work, and He won't let Him work in the background. Sometimes your now faith is you letting Him work in the background while you do nothing. And it's like, you'll be more at peace doing nothing than you will trying to do everything. So I just feel like the now faith that we can be looking for, or that He might be asking us for, is the faith to not do anything, the faith to trust Him, the faith to not to stop, the faith to calm down. Because it's like you feel it in your spirit, you feel that conviction, you should stop, you should just let go, let God. You should just let go and see the glory of God. You know that if you let go, that God can do something. So I just feel like if we let go, then we will see what God has for us. But if we don't let go, it's like we want to keep on having our hands on it, trying to find out. But then it's like we're never going to get what we're looking for, because it's only something that God could do Himself. Like, only God could heal you. Only God could financially bless you. Like, only God could do that. It's not something that you can just do out of nowhere, out of thin air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that you can just poof, here I am. It's something that you gotta have God with you, because it's like getting on the platform, period. It's like you putting yourself out there to be judged in the first place. So it's like, are you ready for that? Are you ready for it to be judged? Are you ready to be slandered and all of the persecution? Like, persecution is going to spill through everything. So it's like, well, I hope it don't, but I'm just saying, people be out here. But like, get on any platform is always some type of risk. You're taking the risk of being judged. You're taking the risk of the whole world being able to talk about you. You're taking the risk of millions of trillions of people can see you if by one click. If they look up your name, they could find you. They could look at your stuff. They could judge you. They can comment on your stuff and make you feel real bad. So it's like, are you ready for that? Like, are you really, like, you don't know what you're really asking for real time. Like, you don't know what you're asking for. You asking for something that you might not want. So it's like, I feel like God is trying to tell me not to do the podcast sometimes. Like, I feel like He's telling me not to do the podcast. And obviously, y'all see me recording. But I feel like He's telling me not to do the podcast. And I think that's the reason why, because people can judge you. So, but yeah. But then it'd be like, I feel like I'm trying to do like God's work. Like, let me go ahead and do this, do that. But it's like we have this many ideas. Like, I have so many ideas that I have not done. Like, I used to do hair. I think of like, oh, what if I had a whole salon and hair business, all this stuff. And it's just like, okay, all of these ideas that I have, like, what if we start this business? What if we do that? What if we do that? So many ideas. And like, I know we be having so many good ideas, like as Christ believers, as people, period, as entrepreneur mindset type of people, or people who just don't want to work no more. Like, we always have all these ideas to get out of the corporate world or try to get out of the 9 to 5. And it's like, we try to find a way always to get out of that. We have all these ideas, but it's like only God's plan is going to prevail. Like, only God's counsel is going to stand. So it's like, no matter how hard we try, it's never going to be like fulfilled. Like, it's never going to prosper, because it's like we are not doing what God tells us to do. And then it's like, when God tell me to wait, it's like I wait. But then it's like, okay, well now, but no, wait some more. It's like, okay, he telling me to wait forever. And it's like, dang, like, am I supposed to be doing something else? Like, I got all this equipment and everything. Like, I could be shooting videos if I wanted to. Like, I got so much equipment that is not being used for real. So it's like, me even using this right now is like a blessing. It's like a what's going on? Like, it's like a rare for me to be using this microphone. Like, rare. Because it's like I be trying to not do anything, but then it just be like, okay, maybe God telling me to do it now. Like, maybe sometimes it's because I be having like a word, but it be for me. Like, it don't even be like a real word. It just be like, oh, a good idea. Like, oh, have you ever thought of this way and stuff like that? And it's like, okay, let me go on here. But it's like, that's not enough. You need a whole layout of everything. You need a whole plan. You need a whole what is it? A whole planner or something. Like, you need a whole planner of what you're going to say here, what you're going to say there, what you're going to say there. Like, this podcast stuff in videos, period, because it's just too much scripted. Like, that's what I don't like. Like, it's just too much scripted. Like, I got to be so scripted to be prosperous. Like, if I'm not going to be prosperous without being scripted, then I'm just not going to be able to do it. Like, I don't want to be scripted. I want to be prosperous, but I don't want to be scripted. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to have my whole thing feeling like a job. Because I like doing videos. I like doing stuff like this. But I don't want it to be a job. I already have a job. I want it to be a hobby. Because I don't want to be working for the money. I want the money to work for me. Because I like this for fun. This is like what I like to do for fun. Talk, record, all this stuff. But I don't want to be prosperous off of another job. Like, if I'm going to look for content being my full-time job, quote unquote, then I don't want it to feel like a job, because I might as well just stay at my other job if I'm clocking in somewhere. I don't want to clock in at all. I used to be an entrepreneur doing hair. I stopped doing it because it started feeling like a job. At first I did it for fun, but then it was like too demanding. Like, people like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do it. And it's like, no, because I was doing this for fun. I was not doing this to be a job. Like, this was not something I was trying to be my full-time job. Like, I was really just trying to do this for fun. So, and it became prosperous, but it just wasn't for me, for it to feel like a job. So I don't want my podcast, or not even my podcast, I don't want this podcast or any video I ever do to feel like a job, because I'm not here to do what I do at work and put on my switching up. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be acting like I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all, oh, I got the best NOI and all. No, I'm not no representative for a bank. Like, I am not trying to put on a front. I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to talk. I like doing videos. I like recording. And I'm just trying to talk. It's just like the invisible pressures of this world. And I feel like we put it on ourselves because we see other people and we compare ourselves to other people. Like, okay, they're doing it like this and they prosperous, so I got to do it like this. But no, I'm not going to do it like anybody else. I'm sorry, y'all, because sometimes I be hitting this. Not sometimes. I'm always hitting this table and it be shaking on the mic, so I'm gonna try to keep my hand down, because I be talking with my hands. So if y'all not looking at me, then obviously y'all don't understand what's going on, but I know y'all hear it because I've been hearing it in one of my last 2 videos. But anyways, sorry if I'm talking fast. I just don't like explaining myself too much, I shouldn't have to explain myself. I don't think nobody in this world should have to explain themselves at all. Like, the world is crazy now. Like, you can't do nothing without explaining yourself because you already know that how people act towards certain people. But why won't we let that stuff happen to us naturally? Let's not already jump the gun. Let's not already say, oh, this is going to happen to me, so let me explain myself. No, I'm not going to explain myself. Whatever y'all want to say, y'all going to say it. Okay? Because y'all going to say it either way. Even if I explain myself or not, y'all still going to say, oh, you should have did this, or you should have did that, or this and that. So I might as well just be myself, because if I'm going to get scrutinized and slandered and all of this stuff, I might as well be myself in the process. I might as well let them hate me for me, not hate me for who I was acting to be. So haters gonna hate. Okay? Doing content comes with hate. Some people don't want to watch the whole video because it's like, okay, this don't sound like my last podcast I was watching where they do all this exciting stuff. Well, I'm not here to be doing all that exciting stuff. I'm here to be a regular human being recording a podcast. Not even a podcast, because that title alone just come with so much pressure and so much podcast sound. Like you gotta have the whole setup in a suite and all of this stuff. Like, no, I'm a Christian. I just happen to be a Christian. Okay, I'm a Christian girl. I'm making a video. Okay, I'm making a video. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm making a video. If you want to watch the video, thank you for watching. If you don't watch the video, oh well, thank you for watching, man. I don't tell y'all to watch. I don't tell y'all to watch. Like, y'all not gonna listen anyway, you know. So if I tell y'all watch the video to the end, y'all not gonna watch the video to the end, because it's not like I'm putting the gun to your head, you know. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. I feel like it'd be so much pressure on ourselves. We put so much pressure on ourselves because it's like we see the whole world getting judged for doing anything. Like, anytime somebody have a successful podcast or anything, we always like, we look under their comments. Immediately, anybody successful, look under their comments, you're going to see some haters. Anytime somebody's successful, they think that this person don't got no heart. They think that this person don't got no spirit. They don't got no type of emotions at all. They got everything they need, and I can just project on them, because since I'm so mad about my life, I'm just going to project because they got everything, so I'm going to go ahead and project on them. Like, no. People going through it. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people don't know about people's lives, and they sit here and like, oh, they got all of this, and he got this mic and all of this stuff. Like, girl, this mic is from Amazon. Like, don't play with me. So, but y'all, I just want to address that I am not here to be perfect. I'm not here to be somebody who's just going to be telling you I know everything. I'm not going to be here explaining myself. Okay? I am a Christian woman, but I'm not a judge. I don't want to be judged. I'm not a judge. The only person that can judge me is God. Okay? Only God can judge me. Okay? I'm not the type of person that want to be judged. I don't want to judge nobody. All I want to do is get on here and do stuff that I love. And I love making videos. But the world made it to where it's like, okay, well, if you make a video, you want to be judged. Because it's like TikTok and all that stuff. It's like, unless you got some drama or some ugly, humiliating stuff in your video, you're not going to be popping. Unless you got bad comments under there, they're not going to push your stuff. They only want people to be judgers. Like, oh, look at her, look at her, look at her. As long as people are judging, they feel like, okay, everybody happy, they could judge. No, I don't want to be judged. How about y'all just let me be good? Let me not be judged. Give me peace. Let me be at peace. Okay, let me be at peace. Because I want to have a life where I can just do this all day. Because I like doing this. But I don't want it to be like a job. Like, okay, I got to please these people. No. I already got to please people at work. You think I want to sit here and go home and try to please people too in front of a camera? Y'all don't even see me right now. I'm talking to a camera right now. It's nobody I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to a camera. Y'all going to see it when I post it. But I'm talking to a camera. So I don't want to be where it's like, oh my goodness, the whole people are watching me. Nobody watching me right now. I'm in my house right now by myself. Like, I'm in my house. What y'all gonna do about it? Y'all can't come to my house and beat me up. Like, no, y'all can't. So I just want to break fear from me and anybody else, because we fear this world so much. And it's like, don't fear men. Like, what can man do unto me? Like, you know, what can man do unto me? Y'all can do nothing to me. All y'all can do is maybe comment or something like that. But it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna still do what I like to do. This is just what I like to do. I didn't ask nobody to judge me. I said, watch if you want, don't watch if you don't want. I'm posting this because I like to post videos. I'm not doing this for no validation, and I'm not doing this for nobody to sit here and say, oh, you should do this better. Well, that's not the point. The point was for it to be for fun. Just like when I was with hair. Oh, you need to do this. No, it's for fun. I'm not doing this for y'all. I'm not doing this. I'm not working for nobody. Okay, I'm on my camera and I'm just doing this. I don't work for nobody. Y'all opinions, you can keep it to yourself. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm just talking to a camera right now because I want to. Okay? Not because somebody told me to, because I want to. Okay? I'm talking to a camera because I want to. I don't need to because you told me to. I just want to talk to a camera and I'm talking to it. And if it becomes a full-time job, then oh well, so be it. It will never be a full-time job because it's not like I'm clocking in anywhere. I'm going to be doing the same stuff. It's just that people are going to be watching. I can't help if somebody watch. I can't help if multiple people watch because it says in the Bible, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Now, if God sends y'all to watch these videos, then I can't stop y'all. If God decide for me to have a lot of people watching, I can't stop y'all. And if I start getting paid off of this stuff, I can't help it. It's just that y'all watching and now I'm getting paid. And if I decide I want to quit my job, I can do that. I'm not doing this so I can quit my job. I'm doing this because I like doing it. And if it happened to make enough money for me to not have to work and I just get to sit at my house and record in my camera and do something I like all the time, then that's a blessing from the Lord. Okay? That's a blessing from the Lord. But until then, I'm not sitting here waiting until that. I'm not waiting for that. All I'm waiting for is nothing. I'm not waiting for nothing. All I'm waiting for is God to tell me to do it or not to do it. Okay? So, I just don't want this to be a job. Because I feel like that pressure every single time I get on the camera. Like, when I was younger, I did not have that pressure. But now it's like, oh, it's pressure because you got to make this your job. Like, I feel like that's the invisible pressure of the devil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the enemy is trying to say, you got to make this your job. No, I don't got to make this my job. I don't got to make this my job. Okay, I come against the enemy right now who's trying to tell me who the devil need to flee from me because this is not my job. This is me doing what I like to do for fun. This is fun. This is fun to me. This is just whoop-de-doo. Like, this is fun. This is not for financial reasons. Because if it was for financial reasons, I wouldn't be even having no mic right now because I wouldn't be buying no mic. I'll be saving my money. I got a job. I like my job. I love my job. Well, you never love a job, but I like my job. And I'm not going to quit my job. But if I get so much money that I just feel like, oh, wow, well, I'm done working. Like, even if I start getting money off of YouTube or something like that, I wouldn't quit my job. Like, okay, well, start working at. No, this is not my job. Okay, I'm not applying for another job by talking to the camera every day until I get the job. No, I am just talking to a camera, and this is what I like to do for fun. Okay, and if God decides to bless me that way, then oh well, that's good. I'm gonna keep working until He tell me not to. I'm gonna keep working at my job until He tell me don't go to your job anymore. Okay, until He tell me to do that, I'm going to go to that job every single time because I know for a fact I'm getting this check. Okay, y'all see me making videos right now while I'm working, while I can't have no 2 jobs. Okay, because it's not a job. This is not a job. This is literally for fun. I'm not, because all these other people who are judging these creators and stuff, I think that they think that they're doing this as a job. And it's like, oh, well, I'm about to judge you at your job. Like, maybe some people are doing this for a job. Maybe some people actually doing it for fun and they happen to get money from it because it's like, oh, people actually like watching me do what I like to do. You know, people like watching me do what I like to do. And that's not, well, now I'm going to have to work. Me, I'm going to still work. I'm going to still work until God tell me otherwise. Until God tell me don't work no more, I'm going to work every day. I'm going to keep going to work. I'm going to keep clocking in because this is not a job. This is fun. This is a hobby. Okay, y'all. So my camera just overheated, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, anyways, the reason why I don't want to take this podcast very seriously, I don't want to take this very seriously is because there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord. Let me show you my Bible. Okay, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. That's why I don't want to take this serious. Because I have ideas like everybody else would do. Like, oh, I'm going to blow up on here and then I'm going to just do this and I'm not going to work no more. Like, that's the device in my heart right now. So, I'm casting that down today and saying that whatever God want to do, actually, I'm not going to cast it down. Let God, let it come to pass. But I don't really care about that. Like, I don't want to rush anything. So, Anyway, so that being said, I just want to say that the reason why I'm not taking this podcast seriously is because many devices in the man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. So if God say no, then it's going to be no. I'm going to still post my videos because I like to do this as a hobby, but I'm not going to make this my job, and I'm not going to jeopardize my family time to be recording, to have expectations of me getting 2 million views, and it really just be 2. So yeah, I'm not keep taking it serious, because unless God say otherwise, I'm going to stick to my roots, stick to doing what I'm doing, and hopefully y'all appreciate the videos that I do post, because I'm not making this a job. This is a side fun, not even a hustle, because I'm not trying to run up the racks. Okay, I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to have fun. Whatever happens, that's because of God. But right now, I'm just letting y'all know I'm not doing this for no type of blessings or no type of hype. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Joanbiya, and you are watching Growing in Grace with Joanbiya. I hope you all have a blessed week, a blessed school year if y'all are kids, and if y'all are parents or teachers. And I pray that y'all just continue to do what y'all doing, and check your heart and see if you're doing too much, and see if God wants you to do that. So remember the scripture that no matter what you do, it's going to be based off of what God do. We roll the dice, he determined how they fall. So thank y'all for watching. This has been Growing in Grace with Joanbiya. I will see y'all in the next podcast video / Spotify listening, whatever y'all want to call that. Bye, y'all.